All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Grand Millstone and where learns true from. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom, shalom. And I wanted to touch on this video put up by Paul Lentz, all right, which appears to be an Edomite. And, he's going in on, the racism here in America. Okay, and his video is titled "No More Whitewashing." Okay, Edomite washing, because they ain't white. Racism is the American foundation. All right, and what do you see? Esau, if he is an Edomite, their own tongue is falling upon themselves. Meaning what? They're bringing out, truths about, this country, and how it was established, how so-called white people, the Edomites, got this country off of rape, robbery, and murder. Okay, they didn't get it off of hard work, and they got the highest IQs. They're the smartest people on the planet. Nah, these Edomites got this place by shedding the blood, okay, of the children of Israel, beginning with the Northern Kingdom. All right, the Gadites, the indigenous, Issachar tribes. You know, that's how they truly got this country. All right, let's go ahead and play this video. We'll grab some scriptures and then close it out.
This is who we've always been. The problem is that white people have their heads up their asses still. Too many of you still just don't want to accept what this is. So let me give you a history lesson of what this shithole country is. And if you don't like that, then you can ship your ass back to England with your head up your...
All right, and just to quickly say, you're gonna see more and more Edomites, come out and put up, more videos like this, man, as this country continues to go, continues to go down the toilet. These Edomites, they gonna jump ship, man. Which the majority of them are. They already jumping ship. They see where the ship, known as America, is going, and they jumping off. All right, they're telling the truth. Which that's let's go ahead and grab. See, yeah, we'll grab that. All right, Psalm 64:2, just to open up with, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, and this is what should be in our prayers. Okay, really on a daily basis, man, because Esau is the wicked. All right, and they're coming down with great wrath, and we want to be hid from them, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. All right, that's all they do is work iniquity, sin. Psalm 64:3, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even their bitter words. All right, this is what you see Esau doing now, man. He's painting Jake, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to be the problem, of the earth. All right, we gotta get rid of the problem. All right, when in fact he's the problem. Psalm 64:4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. All right, they shoot in secret. Okay, everything is done in secret, man. But now those secrets are being revealed, okay, by their own. All right, you got a lot of whistleblowers, man. All right, you got a lot of whistleblowers coming out. Okay, which the other Markham, that's pretty much his go-to is whistleblowers, man. People bringing out, not people, Edomites, other so-called white people bringing out information on their own people. Psalm 64:5, they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily and say, who shall see them? All right, those secret councils, man, that they hold. All right, those Bilderberg meetings and things of that nature. G5 summit meetings and all that, where they meet at the top, at the top of those mountains. Their main discussion is is how to destroy the Israelites, man. All right, but that's their main discussion, amongst other things. Okay, so you Jakes, all right, you better, you know, better understand. Okay, what's going on? Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both their inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Okay, they do research, man. Unlike you Jakes, they know how you Jakes move. They know everything about you, man. All right, this is why they've been able to beautifully destroy you. Psalm 64:7. But the Most High God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded, and this is what we see happening. All right, Esau is wounded, man. Okay, he's wounded what by the truth ultimately. All right, the Lord is taking his kingdom down. He's taking his stripping his strength, his power away from him. All right, Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. This is why their tongue is falling upon themselves because they're done. All right, their kingdom is done, and these Edomites know it. Okay, so they just gonna they just gonna tell on each other. All right, they all that see them shall flee away. You got all those different nations walk out of that walk out of that nations meeting. All right, so we're witnessing Bible prophecy.
Your ass. Because you don't actually want to hear the history of America. So let me tell you what this country is. When we as white people were too lazy to do our own jobs, we stole black people from Africa on the Middle Passage. What?
Stole Israelites, okay, mainly from the west coast of Africa, which a lot of those sites they're still there. All right, and there's still no Africa. They didn't steal no Hamites, man. Okay, they stole the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, primarily the southern kingdom from the west coast of Africa. All right, and brought us over here, which was our punishment, and it was prophecy. But these devils, along with the Hamites and the Ishmaelites, they got us, man, and brought us over here.
0.2 million died. Sharks would follow the boats, waiting for the bodies. Then we kept them as fucking animals. Beat them, whipped them, put them in trees, fed them to fucking alligators. Burnt down their Wall Street. Then we put Asians in internment camps. Women couldn't even fucking vote or have rights or credit or no-fault divorce until the 80s. 1860s, the Supreme Court said black people weren't even citizens. And part of this country doesn't want to fucking hear that. I'm a patriot. You're a piece of shit, is what you are.
All right, he's the death adder, man.
You're not a fucking patriot. You're a nationalist. You don't want to actually talk about American history. You want to talk about white history, which is why you don't want slavery in the Smithsonian, because it offends your version of American exceptionalism. We are a shithole country. We're not even the greatest country in North America. And once again, if you don't like it, ship your ass back to England. You don't have to announce your departure. Deport yourself. Go back to where you came from, because this isn't your fucking land. It belonged to the...
All right, so, hey, man, Esau, they know what time it is, man. All right, and you Edomites, man, you're biggest hypocrites on the planet Earth, man. Okay, this ain't even your land. All right, so you Edomites, you need to self-deport. Okay.
Americans until we shit on it. And then Andrew Jackson, may he rot in hell, made over 300 treaties with the 5 tribes. And he ignored all of them through the Trail of Tears, and we forced them to walk, and 16,000 died. But hey, don't you dare criticize this country, white man. If you don't like it, you can leave. America's the best of the best of the best. Y'all have fucking concepts of brains like you have concepts of what history is. This country has been a shitty country for everybody that doesn't look like me.
All right. So, hey, he's on point, man. All right, this country is not set up for you Israelites, man. Never was, never will be. All right, let's grab this. Habakkuk 2 and 3, and it reads, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time." All right, the prophecies, they're all for an appointed time. Okay, and a lot of prophecies are playing out now as we speak, and there's more to come. Okay, like the RFID microchip, the seed. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Okay, and what prophecy is speaking? The one we just read in Psalms. Their own tongue is falling upon themselves. Okay, you can go all across YouTube and TikTok and see a whole bunch of so-called white people. All right, Edomites, according to the scriptures, are telling on themselves. Saying how they're the problem. All right, bringing out facts with it as well. All right, hey, the biggest problem on this earth is the so-called white man Esau Edom. It ain't Jake, man. It ain't. A so-called black man has no power to change anything, man. All right, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right, Habakkuk 2 and 4, but behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Talking about Esau, man. Esau, the so-called white man, he's not upright. All right, for you Jakes that want to save and love these devil, you heathen as well who want to save and love this devil, he's not upright. Esau, he can't get right, man. He ain't gonna get right. But the just shall live by faith. All right, we got faith in Yahweh Shimon Shai that the Lord is gonna take this devil down, man. He's doing it, man. All right, you see videos going up like this where you see so-called white man condemning his own country. You know, this place is finished, man.
Doesn't look like me. And now what you're seeing with a podcaster, even though 47,000 people died from gun violence, the white people finally got a fraction of an inch of what a black person has dealt with since the fucking beginning of this experiment. And now you guys, oh, the rapture is coming. Oh, put Charlie's name's Kirk on a Starbucks. Oh my God, cancel Starbucks. Oh, this is the Great Awakening. Jesus is coming. He spoke to me. Jesus didn't speak to you after Ahmaud Arbery was chased down by 3 white supremacists? U.S. citizens, by the way. God didn't speak to you then? How about Uvalde, when the cops sat on their asses for an hour and watched children just fucking get murdered? God didn't speak to you then? How about 2 weeks before the podcaster? 6-year-olds were gunned down in a church, praying with Bibles and 10 Commandments on the wall. God didn't speak to you then? Oh, all of a sudden you want to weaponize the name of God because your white privilege got shit on. And even when you hear this, your little fucking fragile brains can't even handle the truth. Because...
All right, and that's Christianity in a nutshell. All right, a bunch of hypocrites. All right, these so-called Edomite maggot Christians. They ain't, hey, the Lord ain't dealing with them, man. Okay. They just, like he said, they just use God, as it's just a cloak, all right, to mask their wickedness. Okay. Let's see. We'll grab this. Matthew 12 and 25, and it reads, "And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation." All right? This is what we see playing out. This kingdom is fully divided, man. All right? You go on your workplace, your place, your plantation. Everyone's divided, man. All right? No one is seeing eye to eye. All right? And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Okay? This place is not going to stand. It don't matter how many of you jakes trying to prop this place up, get it back, and, you know, you want to bring the good old days back, man. This place is done. It's just the last few prophecies that have to play out. All right. Matthew 12 and 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, all right, Satan is the so called white man. Okay, the deceiver, that's what Satan means. Okay, the adversary, man. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right, it's not. Okay. You see Edomites getting on other Edomites. That's your sign to know that this place is done. All right.
You're so fucking racist. That's what this is about. It's not about taxes or tips or making your life better or universal health care or bringing the price of your housing down. They haven't done shit in this Klan administration. Not a goddamn thing. Except for sit on his fat ass in Gulf and rename the Gulf of Mexico and shit on non-white people. And you're like, yeah, praise Jesus. Woo, praise Jesus. Yeah, America first. And your dumbasses don't even realize that the US dollar has gone down by 17%. That all your trade partners are not using us anymore. And then at some point, when the debt is cashed in from Canada and China and Japan, they're going to cash it in and the dollar's going to tank. But at least I own the libs. America first, America first. You don't even take care of America first.
All right, this place, hey man, laying it all on the line. This place is done, bro. Okay, you can't see that. Y'all about Shimon Shai he got them blinders on you. All right, Revelations 19 and 10. We'll enter off here. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. All right, we got the testimony, man. The men, okay. You women, you ain't got no testicles, man. That's the root word of testimony goes back to testify testicles. All right. So you women just shut up, play the background, man. Worship the Most High God. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. All right, and this is the spirit that we coming in. All right, the spirit of Yahweh Shai, the spirit of prophecy, man. All right. I love prophecy. I love seeing the prophecies play out, and this is one of them. Okay, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, his tongue is gonna fall upon himself. They're gonna turn on each other. All right, the Lord, Egyptian versus Egyptian. Okay, gonna lead into that civil war. All hell breaking loose. Okay, the implementation of the RFID microchip, and then deliverance, and we out of here, man. Okay, World War III. All right. So, we ain't got too much left longer in this place. All right, keep serving Yahweh Shemon Shai and truth in this city. And I'll end it off by saying, call halal, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Shalom to the next time.